Good morning and welcome to the final day of Deep End Live here at the British Paraswimming International Swim Meet incorporating World Paraswimming's World Series in Glasgow. What a week it has been, and today is going to be no different. It is the last day of action, and I tell you what, it's going to be an exciting one. As you can see up on our wall here, our Best of British wall, we've had some absolute legends make their way into our studios, make it to the top of that podium. We've got the likes of Scott Quinn, Alice Ty, Ellie Simmons, we've got Maisie Summers-Newton, Jessica Jane Applegate. She won the skins last night as well. She's having a cracking week. Loads of people. Me. Love it. Anyway, back into the studio. We've got Paul Noble for day 4 of the swim meet here. Paul, what a night last night was.
Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely incredible. Didn't disappoint at all. We've seen 3 days of great action, and last night was no exception. The 100 backstroke kicked us off. Alice Ty managed to go inside her own world record time, making that consideration time for the GB team for the World Championship. So a great night for Alice. She was pretty close in her other events, but she knew she would nail that 100 backstroke last night. So very, very good start to the evening for Alice. So she came away with that Best of British, and she's on the wall.
She certainly is. It wasn't just her, of course. We had another couple of world records go last night. I would drop in like flies. We also had Maisie Summers-Newton in the studio. She had a cracking swim.
Yeah, Maisie Summers-Newton on the breaststroke. She's the world record holder for that one, just outside, but it was probably about her second or third fastest breaststroke she's ever done. So great stuff from Maisie Summers-Newton, a real talent. And next to her in the studio, of course, was Elena Kravtsov of Germany. Fantastic swim from the German there, smashing her own world record in the 100 breaststroke in the SB12 class for those visual impaired athletes. And also, as well, what can you say about Scott Quinn? He's been in a couple of times to speak to us. Absolutely superb. He broke the world record, his own world record, for the breaststroke in the SB14 in the morning. And he was very close again at night, and another superb performance. Scott Quinn, one of the experienced campaigners, but what about the youngsters? Ellie Chalice, what a swim she had yesterday, breaking the world record for the SB2 class. Absolutely superb. A real talent. Watch out for Ellie Chalice in the future. Yeah,
I'm sure we're going to see brilliant things from her. And then, of course, we finished the night with skins. It's always a laugh. Last night was no different, was it?
Oh, it was carnage last night. Absolutely superb for the skins. I love the skins. It was absolutely brilliant. The S14 guys, it was redone all the way pretty much. You won £20 for every round of the skins that you won. I think Reece Dunn, I don't think he was beaten maybe once out of all the rounds of skins. So he's got a wad of cash.
Did quite well, didn't he? Not bad for a Saturday night. Anyway, of course, that was last night. More action to come today. But before we get to that, we have other events coming to the UK for swimming throughout the entire year, including the Len European Short Course Championships that are coming back here to Glasgow in December. So let's take a look at what you've got to look forward to. So bringing it back to the action this morning, it is the final day here at the British Paraswimming International Meet. We kick it off with the women's 50-meter freestyle. We then have the men's 50-meter freestyle, the women's 100-meter butterfly, the men's 100-meter butterfly, and then the men's 50-meter backstroke. Lots of action to look forward to, and all sort of short-distance sprint events. It's going to be fast, it's going to be furious, there's lots to look forward to. So who should we be keeping our eye out for in that pool, Paul?
Well, again, world record holders taking the start. Aurélie Rivard goes for Canada in the very first event. She's the world record holder in the S10 class, so watch out for her. She's going to be tough to beat. Carlotta Gili, the Italian, the visually impaired swimmer, she goes as well in that event, so expect big points totals for those two. Lewis White goes for Great Britain in the men's event. There's a few Great Britain athletes still trying to dip under that consideration time. Lewis White is one of them. And moving on to the 100 metres butterfly as well, we'll see Tony Shaw in the women's event, and she's still trying to achieve that standard. She's had a great year last year. Love to see her dip under that 100 butterfly standard. Jessica Jane Applegate back in again. Alice Ty in that 100 butterfly. Real quality there. Stephen Clegg just missed out last night in the men's 100 backstroke. He goes in his favourite event of the 100 butterfly. He missed out by 9 100ths on the consideration time, so let's hope he's on the right side. And the local man, Andrew Mullen, he goes in the very last race of the morning. A chance for him to achieve that 50 metres backstroke consideration time. Keep everything crossed for Andrew. A real competitor. Love him to make the team.
Well, good luck to all of those athletes who are in the pool, and of course, everyone else who is racing. So lots to look forward to. But before we get to that, here's a word from our sponsors.
The latest in tech suit innovation. Frictionless fiber construction. Surface lift technology. Endo compression cage. Seamless exo shell. Tier Benzo. Battleborn.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in our technical officials. Your technical delegate for the event is Tony Ward. The assistant technical delegate is David Metcalf. Our referees for the event are Sue Barker and Scott Milne. Control room is Colin Everson. Our starters for the event are Martin Noble and Francois Ancet. Technical officials, you may now take your seats. This is the women's 50-meter freestyle heats. Please welcome in our swimmers. This is Heat 1.
So 1/9 of the pool for these swimmers in the first heat of the 9 heats, women's 50 freestyle. Again, as we've seen all week, multi-classification. So a number of classifications you'll see in the water together. Time will be converted into points. 1,000 points being equivalent to the world record as it stood last December. Away to an early lead in lane number 5, Sonja Sigurdardottir from Iceland, one of the 2 Iceland swimmers in this one. Karen Axeldottir in lane 4, and Stefia van der Hoven goes in lane number 3. Sigurdardottir though with an entry time of just over the 1 minute mark. Coming in now, and she's just going to be outside that entry time. The Icelandic swimmer, finalist at the European Championships last year. She is home in 108.05. Stephanie van der Hoven looks like she's going to be coming in next. Belgian swimmer, we've seen her a few times in the water this week. Big improvements in her times. Stefia van der Hoven, S2 swimmer. Keep an eye on her points total as she comes into the finish. Let's give her a cheer in the closing stages here. Stefia van der Hoven really picking up the pace there at the end. 144.96 for her. Again, huge improvement on the entry time, which was 158.28. So big improvement for Stefia. Not quite the points total of Sigurdardottir. 172 for the first Iceland swimmer home. 135 for the Belgian. Second Icelander coming through now, Karen Axeldottir. Into the closing stages. Yeah, let's give her some encouragement here. She comes in just under the 230, hopefully. Yeah, 228.92 for Karen Axeldottir. Swimmers will exit the water. We'll wait for confirmation of the result. And I think we have it. Sonja Sigurdardottir confirmed as the winner of that first heat. 172 points. That'll be the target for the heats to come. I expect when we get into the world record holders later on, be nearer the 1,000 points mark.
This is Heat 2.
Maria Kyriakou in 0, Hannah Lorovins in 1, Charlotte McGuinness in 2, Tashin Summerly in 3, Elizabeth Foster 4, Laura Pilkington in 5, Hannah Grace 6, Becky Lingau in 7, Scarlett Humphrey in 8, Samantha Lewis in 9. Heats are all seeded at the slowest swimmer in terms of entry time. Right down at the bottom in lane 0, fastest swimmer over in lane number 9. Good start for Scarlett Humphrey over there in lane number 8. S11 swimmer with no vision. She'll be wearing blacked out goggles and doing a good job to stay pretty central down that lane, right into the finish there. 41.65 for Scarlett Humphrey. Improvement on her entry time, which stood at 42. And so 401 points. Is she going to be the only swimmer in the 400 range? I think so. And Summerly is the final swimmer to finish. Scarlett Humphrey. Looks like she might be top of the piles. You have to get our blacked out goggles checked, of course. As we've seen all week, S11 swimmers all wear blacked out goggles. And before the result can be made official, the goggles are checked by our technical officials. And if the blacked out goggles are what they say they are, and Susan Cole just checking those goggles against the light. Back to the swimmer. She'll report to the referee, and the result hopefully will be made official.
And those results have been confirmed. That moves us on to Heat 3.
So line up for Heat 3. The heats will get faster as we go towards Heat number 9. Trina Rosler, Fern Snedden, Eva French, Anna Evans, Lavana Hansen, Charlotte Hyde, Rebecca Franks, Georgia Howell, Ida Anderson-Wolf, and Mary Makinen. Number of S7s in this heat. Rosler, Hyde, Howell, Wolf, Makinen. 1 S6 is Fern Snedden. So watch out for the points total for her. First into the wall might be Eva French, the S10 swimmer from Nuneaton. 38.69, 354 points. It's close in terms of points for the others. Charlotte Hyde, 529. Fern Snedden with 529 as well. Very tight in terms of the point scores there. Mary Makinen, 515. And Ida Anderson-Wolf, 505. So time for Charlotte Hyde, 39.12. Should be pleased with that one.
There we have it. Those results are confirmed. This is Heat 4.
So one swimmer starting in the water, the rest starting from the blocks. So Ayala Tufik, the Egyptian, the African record holder, starting there in the water. We'll keep an eye on her time. Monica Borgioni from Italy in the center lanes, though the World Para Series champion 2 years ago. She goes in the S5 class in lane number 4. Watch out for a big points total for her. Maba Makwasa going well in the early stages. Also Katrina Chung from Leicester Penguins going well right up there in lane number 8. Makwasa right down in lane number 1. Is she going to get the touch here? It is very close indeed there. Maba Makwasa, 39.00. Chung was first into the wall, 38.05. But the biggest points total, as we thought there might be, it's Monica Borgioni, 40.97 for the Italian, 671 points. And Ayala Tufik, well, we'll have a check on that. 38.85, just outside the African record by 0.1 of a second. So the Egyptian on good form. Coming into these championships, has seen her set a couple of best times. Only 0.1 outside her own African record. But Monica Borgioni, 671 points. The heats get faster. And the points totals have increased as well. Remember, the top 30 World Para Series swimmers will progress to the 3 finals this evening. There will be 1 national final as well for those British athletes without a World Para classification. Eliza Humphrey has her goggles checked. The results will be made official very shortly. There are the official results. Monica Borgioni, 6-7-1, confirmed in first.
That brings us on to Heat 5.
All right, for this one, Susanna Hex, Rachel Partington, Megan Willis, Nicola Sinclair Maitland, Vandula Juskova, Olivia Pickering, Grace Harvey, Renata Pinto, Madeline Harris. Susanna Hex, great swim in the breaststroke yesterday. Excellent time, but unfortunately was disqualified. She is the British record holder in this class, in this S5 class. She's right down there in lane number 1. British record stands at 37.32, and she is going to go for this, I'm sure. Susanna Hext. She might be last to the wall, but watch out for the points total in lane number 1 here. Susanna Hext coming home now, 39.66. Outside of her best time, but 740 points just in ahead of Grace Harvey with 731 points.
Those results are confirmed. Brings us on to Heat 6.
From lane 0, Amber Haycock, Erin Swan, Portia Jones, Agnes Kramer, Cara Smythe, Anna Bamber, Erin Lecomte, Maisie Summers-Newton, Ellie Robinson, and Han Jiabao. Well, Robinson, British record holder in the S6 class, 34.09 is the British record. She's up there beside the Chinese swimmer Han Jiabao, right at the top in lane number 8. Maisie Summers-Newton also in the same classification, but it is Eleanor Robinson just with the edge. Han is going to be first to the wall, 33.75 is Robinson, 35.24 for Eleanor Robinson. 819 points will be the highest points earner ahead of Maisie Summers-Newton. So the two S6s have the highest points totals, and 819 points. Wow, really gone up a notch there. We did say a couple of days that probably 700 points might guarantee you a place in one of the World Para Series finals. 819 for Robinson, 772 for Maisie Summers-Newton, and Han with 754. Result is confirmed. Robinson, 819, ahead of Summers-Newton and Han. 3 great points totals at the top.
This is Heat 7.
away for heat number 7. Brooke Whiston, Rebecca Lewis, Kuni Utsugi, Harriet Dickinson, Denise Grawl, Camille Luscri, Megan Richter, Kylie Wen, Lu Ying, Abby Hampshire. That's the lineup for this one. Should be a pretty close contest. Brooke Whiston has had a great week. Swimming in the S8 class now. Watch out for Denise Grawl, the S7 champion, world champion from Germany in lane number 4. Two Chinese swimmers going well out there in lane number 8 and 7. And it's Lu Ying, first to the wall, 31.54, 717 points. And it is the world champion from Germany, Denise Grawl, with the highest points total there, 33.86 for the German. In the middle lane, 815 points. So again, another swimmer in the 800-point range. Kylie Wen, the S11 swimmer from China, 33.77, 753 points. She'll get the goggles checked. Chinese with a young squad here in Glasgow. A number of visually impaired swimmers as well.
There we have it. Those results have been confirmed. Moves us on to Heat 8.
Swimmers in lanes 2 and 4. We do have Katie Crowers, Beth Johnson, Hannah Aston, Jessica Markkinen, Magi, Marlena Endralath, Alice Tai, Susanna Viega. Alice Tai, European record holder, 29.81. Pretty close to the world record time held by Madison Elliott of Australia. And Alice Tai is going for this in the heat. Can she dip under the 30-second mark? Alice Tai is very close for her, 29.66. Well, Alice Tai, 1,007 points, and what a swim in the morning. Alice Tai inside the world record time there, 29.66 for Alice Tai. Wow, what a fantastic swim. We'll wait for confirmation, but ladies and gentlemen, if that is confirmed, 29.66, a new world record for Alice Tai. Well, the swimmers get out of the water. We're waiting for a goggles check before that one can be confirmed. We did have an S11 swimmer there, but the smile on the face of Alice Tai said it all. Absolutely superb swim. Early on a Sunday morning, that's the way to do it. Well done, Alice Tai. She told us earlier in the week, John, that she was going to go for a number of events this week. She was going to go for it in every event, and she's certainly done that this morning.
Yeah, she certainly has done. She has not let us down either. She said she was going to go out hard, out fast, and there it is. And just waiting for that confirmation on that world record. But what a start to her morning. There it is, a world record for Alice Tai, 29.66. Congratulations to her. What a start to her Sunday. That brings us on to our next heat, our final heat for this event, which is Heat 9.
Alice Tai setting that new world record. We've got 2 world record holders in this one. Full lineup: Shelton, Rahami, Redfern, Mendak, Maluli, Kravzov, Suzuki, Ruta, Rivard and Gili in the outside, the world record holders in their respective classifications. Zara Maluli trying to achieve that consideration time for the GB team. Time she has to achieve, 28.17. They're all in together here. Rivard and Gili in together, 27.83 for Gili, 28.48 for Rivard. And Maluli just into the 29 range for Zara Maluli, 29.02. Number of the swimmers there in the 800 range. Carlotta Gili, top points earner of those. 891 points for the Italian. Result is confirmed. Ahead of Rivard, 887. Zara Maluli, 838 in third spot.
And there it is. That is the summary of those heats. So those top 30 athletes making it through to tonight's World Series final and the top 10 for the national final. Congratulations to all those athletes who'll be back in the pool this evening. What a start to our Sunday. This is hopefully a sign of things to come. We've had the women. Next up is the men. We'll see how they do. All battling it out for a place on top of that podium.
Well said. And we had 2 world records taking this start for the heats in the 53 for women. We've got 3 now going through to the finals. Alice Tyle joined them.
And this is the men's 50-meter freestyle heats. This is Heat 1.
So the first heat, Mark Gunnarsson in 0, Amar Abdallah in 1, Islam Muhammad Ali in 2, Yusuf El Said in 3, Sun Bin in 4, Harvey Phillips in 5, Alan Mercer in 6, Jakob Kozlowski in 7, Zayad Nail in 8, and Adesorn Chopner Amit in lane number 9. Mark Gunnarsson will be first in, the S11 swimmer. We spoke to him yesterday. Enjoying his time here in Glasgow, 29.87 for Mark Gunnarsson, the S11 swimmer. He's followed by another S11 swimmer, Chuck Nirmit, 40.63 for the Thai swimmer right out there in lane number 9. 605 points for Gunnarsson. Jakob Kozlowski, 426 as the swimmers in the lower numerical classifications make their way into the wall. Alan Mercer will be the final swimmer to finish. No, we have one more actually, Amar Abdallah. We saw him yesterday. He's the S2 classification swimmer. A swimmer, remember the physical impairments range from S1 to S10. S1 being the most impaired, so Amar Abdallah swims in the S2 class, so a high level of impairment for the Egyptian. 5 Egyptians in this one. Amar Abdallah, medalist yesterday in the breaststroke. And he was absolutely delighted when he went up onto the medal podium to get that World Para Series medal. Amar Abdallah coming in to the wall now. His entry time was 2:18, so let's give him some encouragement here as he comes into the final stages. 2:18 it was. I think it's going to be a big improvement for Amar Abdallah of Egypt. 2:03.92. 15-second improvement on a Sunday morning. Who could ask for more? In terms of points, it is Mark Gunnarsson, the Icelandic swimmer, leaving the water now. 605 points. He'll have his goggles checked. As I said, we spoke to Mark Gunnarsson yesterday about his music career. A classical pianist. He gave us a copy of his CD.
He certainly did. It was such a nice little surprise and a good swim for him as well, getting a time up on that board. Haven't had a chance to listen to it yet, but I'm pretty excited about it. And there was disqualification there in lane 2. But those results have been confirmed. That moves us on to Heat 2.
Bruce D, Turing Varson, Sebastian Harrogard, Alexander Hobbs, Ian Magavani, Sebastian Williams, Pierre-Paul Kamlud, Kesedi Kwipakti, Chom Som Sangrong, and Arnos Petracek. Arnos Petracek in the outside lane, Paralympic champion in backstroke. We'll see him later today, I'm sure. He's gone on the freestyle this time. Good swim from Sebastian Harrogard from Sweden in lane number 2. Familiar yellow cap, the Swedes supporting in force here in Tollcross. 37.36 for their man. Arnos Petracek has, I thought, might be the highest points earner, 6.64 from Paralympic champion from the Czech Republic, 43.02. Just watch out for the Czech Republic man go on the 50 meters backstroke. He swam the British Para International 2 years ago, set the world record. Czech Republic man. I wonder if he's going to repeat that feat today. Great career he has had so far. I'm sure he's working towards Tokyo, as many of these athletes are. 3 S11s from Thailand. Again, we'll have their goggles checked before we can have a confirmed result here. The 2 Northampton swimmers. A little bit of a private battle there, just won by a 1/10 of a second by Nima Gavami, 43.26, ahead of teammate Bruce D, 43.38. Bruce D's had a good week, always featured in the front of the field. We've mentioned his name a few times.
We certainly have. Exciting youngster to be keeping an eye out for. I've seen quite a few of them, actually. You know, the depth of sort of talent that's coming up in the British swimming ranks is pretty exciting. I think the next few years, there's going to be a few that we need to keep our eye out for.
Absolutely. They're here on the international stage with some of the world's top performers. It hasn't fazed them.
Absolutely. And there we have it. Those results have been confirmed, which moves us on to Heat 3.
Jamie Marco, Neil Ferguson, Sam Downey, Levi Codling, William Whitehead, Takayuki Suzuki, Cabello Swami, Kai Goldie, Francesco Karasamo Rana, Callum Robertson. Takayuki Suzuki in lane number 5. Wonder what he is going to do. He's been in great form this week. Can he get inside the world record time? He's very close to that in terms of his entry time. We saw him set the world record in the 100 free. Is he going to do the same in the 50? He's going in lane number 5. 37 is the target for Takayuki Suzuki. It's 39, but a huge points total, 872 points. Takayuki Suzuki from Japan, working towards his home Paralympic Games next year. And he's in good shape, 39.28. Next, in terms of points, Cabello Swani from South Africa. He's been a real find for the South African team this weekend.
There we have it. Those results are confirmed. Moves us on to Heat 4.
David Sanchez-Sierra, Moimi Mehta. No one in lane number 2, Zach Washington Young. 3, Alexander Goodman, Tony Pons Bertrand, Fabi Bruni, Adam Donachie, Balthazar Bradshaw, and Ahmad Hashad. Might be Balthazar Bradshaw from Brompton in lane number 8. Maybe Noi Mehmeta from Thailand, the visually impaired swimmer. Right down here in lane number 1. Might get into the wall first. It's very close. Noi Mehmeta gets it 33.81 for him. Ahead of Balthazar Bradshaw, 34.32. In terms of points, it is the Spanish swimmer, Anthony Once-Bertrand. Will take it 697 points. The winner of the men's skins 2 days ago will take that heat number 4. 697 points. The result is confirmed. The 2 Spanish swimmers on top, ahead of Ahmad Hashad from Egypt.
Those results are confirmed. This moves us on to heat 5.
Up for this one, Harding, Videra, Maladakis, Pantaziris, Rojas Cabrera, De Visser, Costigan, Suarez, Pope, and Zulkifli. Sam De Visser from Belgium has improved his entry times almost every time he has been in the water, so watch out for him. The youngster, 34.39. Looks like he is going to do it once again as he comes into the wall. In that time, 30.47. Wow, smashed that entry time. 560 points. It's Daniel Videra from Portugal with a big points total there, 634. But the Malaysian, Muhammad Zulkifli, Malaysian Zulkifli, the Asian champion. Good swim from him, 34.32.
Those results are confirmed. This is heat 6.
Line up for heat 6, Aldonati in 0, Woodrow in 1, Hemphill in 2, Naisbitt 3, William Perry in 4, Hadley 5, Shanahan in 6, Leo McCree in 7, Werty in 8, Talcott in 9. Leo McCree has had a good week. Swimmer now representing Switzerland. He's managed to get qualification standards for the Swiss teams. Looking to try and achieve a time of 32.67 today, Leo McCree. It's very close. And a good swim in the centre there for Ethan Naisbitt. Maybe brings him home first. Oh, Samuel Werty actually into the wall first. 32.58. Naisbitt 32.70. In terms of points, it's very close, but Leo McCree does get the highest points total, 627, just ahead of William Perry from Northampton.
Those results are now confirmed. And that moves us on to heat number 7.
lineup for this one. Nicholas Anderson, Luke O'Dowd, Marco Meneses, Isaac Dunning, Gu Jin Cheng, Luke Batty, Andres Szczesny, Johannes Weinberg, Yerolan Dekhanov. Dekhanov, the S9 swimmer from Kazakhstan, right up at the top there in lane number 9. And here's the fastest, lane 9, always the fastest in terms of entry times. 31.39, his entry time. Is he going to hold on at the end there? Well, I'll have to wait for the time there. Johannes Weinberg actually getting in first, 31.34. It's Gu Jincheng from China, the highest points total, 735 points for the Chinese swimmer. 3 swimmers in 500-point range, including the 2 S11s, Johannes Weinberg and Marco Meneses. Both of them have had decent championships as well. Marco Meneses has improved his times. Almost every time he's been in the water, him and Johannes Weinberg. Remember them at the European Championships last year. Could be a rivalry, might run and run in these S11s. Weinberg takes the spoils this morning.
And there are the results. There was a disqualification then in lane 0. This is Heat 8.
Heat 8 on C. Semyonovs, Latvia, and Maddox, Carl Hughes, Wang Jianquan, James Brown, Doksak Hetako, Nelson Crispin, Kieran Williams, and Christian Sari. Well, Nelson Crispin, probably favourite for this one, the Paralympic silver medalist from Colombia in the S6 class. He's been in good shape. Christian Sari also been breaking African records, World Championship medalist. And Yuri Semyonov's a very good swim there from the Latvian, 28.69. The highest points earner. Nelson Crispin, 809 points, the Paralympic silver medalist. Dips into the 800-point range. 29.61 for Christian Sari, the World Championship medalist from South Africa. Again, just outside his own African record, only by 7/100ths of a second. So Christian Sari, a good 788 points for him, just behind Nelson Crispin. Yuri Semyonov's top of the S8 swimmers, 28.69 for the Latvian. Latvian's first European para-swimming gold medalist last year. Looking in good form here in Glasgow. The two favourites took that one, Crispin and Sari.
There we have it. Those results are confirmed. Which brings us on to Heat 9.
Ruben Harris, Tobias Pollock, Chang Bowen, Joshua Grove, Tom Piggott, Keane O'Riordan, Connor Ballard, Oscar Scalguero, Galisteo, Charlie Coulomb, and Lou Fengui. Lou Fengui out, a good start there. So just with the use of that one arm out there in lane number 9. Tobias Pollock, World Championship medalist from Germany. Might fancy his chances in terms of points here with that red cap right in lane number 1. And it is 7.69, Tobias Pollock. Experienced German man. 769 points. He was the lowest classification there. Time for Tobias Pull-up, 29.84 for the German. Was enough just to keep him ahead of Lu Fengui, who swam a very good 28.03. Tobias Pull-up. Very much a sprint specialist, very good at the butterfly, very good at the 50 freestyle. Been around for a few years now. Hoping to make his way to those Paralympic Games next year. He's the top of the tree so far, if the result is confirmed. 3 swimmers in the 700 range as it stands. Oscar Salguero Galisteo, breaststroke Paralympic champion from Spain. 701 points. Is that going to be good enough for the final? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Again, 30 World Para Series swimmers will make it to the final. We talked about probably about 700 range, might be able to sneak in, but points totals ramping up as we go through the heats.
There we have it. Those results are now confirmed. And this is Heat 10.
Michał Golas goes in lane 0, European champion from Poland. Ben Granger from Mount Kelly goes in lane number 1. Ladysia Defasan, Jendi Pangabin, Tadej Strasik, Fichtelman Chahov, Ollie Carter, Justin Capps and Matthew Redfern completes the lineup. Redfern, visually impaired swimmer from Worcester, might just have the edge here. Ollie Carter also going well into the wall. And it was Ollie Carter from University of Stirling. We'll take that one, 27.05 for Ollie Carter, just ahead of Matthew Redfern, 27.20, and Justin Capps, 27.47. In terms of the points, it is the European champion from Poland. Michał Golas swims again, just with the use of that one arm, 710 points, 28.38. for the pole, just a few tenths of a second outside his entry time. 710 points will take him above previous heat. Michał Golas, result is confirmed, 710 points ahead of Pangabien and Oladaisi Adefasan. Heat number 11, John Tierens, Deng, Crouch, Shrink Martinez, Kalinowski, Matakis, Grasha, Catano, Law and Hill. Jamal Hill's had a good week, the USA swimmer. He goes in lane number 9. Lane 2, Ryan Crouch, GB Paralympian, trying to make that consideration time. 25.82 for his class. Coming into the wall, almost together everyone. It is Jamal Hill, I think. 26.64. The USA swimmer improving his times. Again, 657 points for him. 27.52 for Ryan Crouch. And in terms of points, Ariel Shrink Martinez, 795 points for the Spanish swimmer. Edging close to that 800 points mark. 776 for Gino Catano. Getting in ahead of Matakis from Lithuania and David Grasha from Portugal. David Grasha achieved minimum qualifying standards for Tokyo for the Portuguese team the other day. He'll be looking to go to another Paralympic Games. He's beaten by his teammate today in this 50 freestyle. The result still waiting for confirmation. We do have an S11 swimmer, Edgaras Matakis from Lithuania. 27.59 for the Lithuanian, as he's blacked out goggles checked. Result is confirmed. Shrek Martinez, 795 points ahead of Catano. Matakis confirmed in third spot.
And that moves us on to Heat 12.
Final heat, Braunschweig, Yamada, Alcaraz, Jastrzewski, Lewis White, Salai, Lightenmaki, Schmidt, Witelski, and Levesque. Lewis White dip under the consideration time for the GB World Championship team. Again, 25.82 for Lewis White. Might just be too fast for him this morning. Raman Salai going really fast in the center lane here. He's going to touch first. 24.93 for Raman Salai. In terms of the points, though, it looks like it might be Jose Maria Alcaraz, experienced Spanish swimmer, Paralympic medalist, former European record holder, Alcaraz, ahead of his great rival in the S9 class, Leo Lightenmaki, with Yamada, the other S9 swimmer, in third, and Lewis White in fourth position. All in the 800-point range, 26.99 for Lewis White, down to 26.39 for Alcaraz.
And there it is. They are the athletes. The summary's in. The athletes making it through to tonight's final. Top 30 making it through to the World Series finals. And then, of course, we have our national final, which will be our top 10 British athletes. And this is the women's 100-meter butterfly heats. This is Heat 1.
So the first of the 5 heats of this women's 100 meters butterfly. Eliza Humphrey goes in lane 1 from Northampton. Megan Willis from Torfaen in lane number 2. Rebecca Franks from Lincoln Vulcans in lane number 3. Seren Lecomte from Ronde Kinontaff in lane 4. Mel Chevalier from France. First to the wall, goes in lane number 5. Harriet Dickinson had a good week from Gloucester in lane 6. Fern Yanu from Wickham District in that familiar green cap goes in lane number 7. Good start for the French swimmer, Mel Chevalier. S14 swimmer with an intellectual impairment. He's stretching away from the rest. Green cap of Fern Yanu. Just holding on to that second position. Harriet Dickinson trying to come back. These two have had a good championships, but it is going to be the French swimmer into the wall first. 123.62. Big improvement on the entry time. Entry time was 1:35. Looks like Fern Yanu is going to be in now in 1:33. Another decent time for her, just outside the entry time. The rest coming in. Seren Lecomte just ahead of Megan Willis. Eliza Humphrey just getting ahead of the final swimmer, Rebecca Franks. Finishes now in lane number 3. In terms of points, it's not always the case, but this time, the swimmer who touched the wall first who gets the highest points total, 458 for Chevalier. Goggles of Eliza Humphrey from Northampton will have to be checked, the S11 swimmer. The Humphreys have had a busy old programme.
They have. We've seen them in the pool a lot, but great to see them working busy schedules and pulling out nice performances. So hopefully they'll go away from this weekend happy with what they've achieved.
And I think Eliza Humphrey will be happy with that one. 1:45 there against an entry time of 1:53. Not bad.
Not bad, not bad Sunday morning. All right, those results have been confirmed, which moves us on to heat number 2.
Second of the 5 each, Charlie Vines goes in lane 0. Armani Ferreira goes in lane number 1. Kuni Utsugi from Japan goes into Camilla Luscri. Italy goes in 3. Georgia Sheffield in 4. Tessa Marcos in 5. Rebecca Lewis in 6. Megan Neve in 7. Tamsin Neve goes in lane number 8. And Eleanor Bamber goes in lane number 9. A range of classes, S14s, S13s, S10s, and 1 in the S9 class. That's the Japanese swimmer in lane number 2, Mikuni Utsugi. Fastest entry time, 1:22 for Eleanor Bamber. The slowest entry time, Charlie Vines, 1:30.25. The seeding said slowest in lane 0, fastest out there in lane number 9, but that's not the way it's working out here. Georgia Sheffield looks like she's leading a row of 3 other swimmers into the wall here. It's very, very tight at the finish, but Georgia Sheffield, the S14 swimmer, might just get this one. Good finish by Ferreira from South Africa as well on the near side, bringing her up into 1:22.25. Oh, good swim there at the front of the field by Georgia Sheffield into the 500-point range. 501 for her. That was pretty close in terms of time and in terms of points. 472 for Tessa Marcos. And Alani Ferreira, there's a confirmed result. Georgia Sheffield, 501. Tessa Marcos, 472. Megan Neve, 461. And that could be a new African record for Alani Ferreira of South Africa, 1:22.25. So well done to Alani Ferreira, new African record.
And that moves us along to heat number 3.
Number 3, Katie Crowhurst, Alia Bajakola, Megan Richter, Jay McCabe, Chong Soo Ki, Lena Vats, Chung Ho Ying, Luka Belcheska, and Leslie Chichoki. I think we're missing Lena Vats from Sweden. No swimmer taking the start in lane number 6. Right, first to the wall, Chung Ho Ying from Hong Kong, 34.54 at the halfway point. Leslie Chichoki from the USA, the S14 swimmer. Making a little bit of a bid, the two S14s out ahead of the rest. Through in the center lane, it's the second Hong Kong S14. Chong Soo Ki. It's going to be behind our teammate here though, because it's going to be a good swim. Chung Ho Ying is going to be into the wall first. And the time of 1:14.67, 643 points. Might be tough to beat that one. We'll see what Megan Richter, the GB swimmer, can post here as she finishes 5:20 for Megan Richter, 1:24.78 for her.
And there was a disqualification in that race from lane 8, and that confirms those results. Moving us along to heat number 4.
I think we have a full lineup for the fourth of the 5 heats. Jessica Markkanen goes in lane 0 for Finland. Isa Kitano from Japan in 1. Daniel Harton goes in lane number 2. Marlena Endralath, Germany in 3. Marta Rutter from the USA in 4. Justine Morier from Canada in 5. Amy Marin now representing Ireland. She goes in lane number 6. Pernilla Lindberg in 7. Mami Inui from Japan in 8. Suchi Intriani from Indonesia in lane number 9. Number of S14s here, 2 S9s as well. Jessica Markkanen and Amy Marin. Amy Marin, twice a Paralympian for Great Britain, 2012 and 2016, medalist in 2016. Now representing Ireland. Taking the nationality of her grandparents, moved over to the Irish team. She's going well in lane 6. She's behind the Indonesian Indriani. Indriani into the wall first, 1:12.04 for Soichi Indriani, just outside her entry time. Amy Marin in to the wall second, 1:13.55 for Amy Marin. Points totals though does go to Ireland's Amy Marin, 747 points for her.
And those results are confirmed. Moves us on to our final heat of this event, heat number 5.
Final heat sees Ellen Keane from Ireland in 0, Michaela Jenkins, USA in 1, Tony Shaw Salters in 2. Elena Kravs of Germany in 3. Alice Tai back in again. She goes in lane 4. Chan Yulam from Hong Kong in 5. Sarai Gascon, Spain in 6. Olivia Jablonska from Poland in 7. Louise Fides in 8. And Jessica Jane Applegate in lane number 9. Lots to watch out for here. Jessica Jane Applegate, the world record holder in the S14 class. Stands at 104.13 for Jessica Jane Applegate. She is followed by Louise Fides. What can Tony Shaw do? She's trying to make that qualification standard. And watch out for Alice Tai in the centre as well, trying to look for Stephanie Slater, her GB teammate's world record. But Jessica Jane Applegate now coming away at the front of the field. Louise Fides going well. Kayla Jenkins doing well, as is Tony Shaw. We'll keep an eye on Tony Shaw's time. It is Jessica Jane Applegate in first, 106.24. And Tony Shaw in that time of 108.07. I think Tony Shaw's dipped under that qualification standard. So well done to Tony Shaw. 942 points for Tony Shaw. And that time of 108.07. Big points total for Tony Shaw there, ahead of the world record holder, Jessica Jane Applegate. And if the result is confirmed, Tony Shaw not only has dipped under the consideration time, she has also broken the British record. So well done to Tony Shaw.
And there you have it, those results are confirmed. There it is, Tony Shaw with her new British record. Alice Tai out in front, Jessica Jane Applegate, Sarai Gascon, Louise Fides, Chan Yui Lam, and so on and so on. Those top 30 athletes making it through to tonight's World Series final. And of course, our national final. So congratulations to them. They'll be back in the pool this evening. And that moves us on to our next event, which... Oh, there's the summary. Sorry, that was that heat. So my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. This is the summary. These athletes will be the ones in tonight's final.
Well, this is one of the men's 100 butterfly. What a fantastic swim there from Tony Shaw in that women's 100 butterfly. We spoke to her yesterday in the studio, and she was hoping to do that in the 100 butterfly. And boy, she was well under that consideration standard for that GB team. So well done to her. The men are going for the first heat of this 100 butterfly. Quite a number of heats in this one, 9 heats. This is heat number 1. We have Tylamakos Pantazidis from Greece in 3, Rafael Maladikis from Greece in 4, Marco Meneses from Portugal. He's had a busy program, the Portuguese swimmer. He goes in 5, and Noimemeta from Thailand goes in lane number 6. So 4 different classes in this one. Pantazidis, the S9 swimmer, in lane 3. The leader at the moment is his Greek teammate, Maladikis, S10 swimmer with a minimal physical impairment. Marco Meneses, swimmer in the visually impaired class, no vision at all. Marco Meneses, there's the tapper at the end. Not too bad a finish there for Marco Meneses, just behind Maladikis from Greece in terms of time, but Marco Meneses will have the highest points total. It'll be tough to beat that points total, I think, for these two coming in. Mimeta finishes ahead of Pantazidis, who comes into the closing stages now. Marco Meneses, 304 points. If that result is confirmed, he's an S11 swimmer, of course. I'll have to get those blacked out goggles checked. S11 swimmers, we have had a number of waits for confirmation because of the S11 swimmers, but it's absolutely excellent that there's so many S11 swimmers taking part in this World Para Series.
It certainly is. There has been a lot, and some of them really, really making some marks on the World Para Swimming stage, which is wonderful to see. So just waiting for those goggles to be checked, and then we can confirm the result, which has now been confirmed, which moves us on to heat number 2 of the men's 100-meter butterfly.
Now heat number 2, away Ethan Naisbitt in lane number 0 from Pioneer 79. In 1, Maximilian Talak from Chalfont. In 2, Luis Sanchez Barajas from Mexico. In 3, Sam de Visser from Belgium, man who has been eclipsing all his entry times over the last few days. He looks in good shape already as he comes to the turn. Probably just about in first position, Sam de Visser. Johannes Weinberg from Germany, the S11 swimmer, being tapped at the wall there. Scott Hadley Orion in lane 5. Balthazar Bradshaw from Brompton goes in lane 6. That might be rivaling Mary Mackinnon for my one of my favourite names, Balthazar Bradshaw from Brompton. Liam Hardy, City of Manchester Aquatic in 7. Zhang Bowen from China in 8. And Luke Batty from Bolton Metro in lane number 9. Luke Batty, coached by British record holder in the S8 butterfly, and he's going well out there in lane number 9. He's not going to catch Sam de Visser though, who again, huge margins off his best times in every race that he does. Sam de Visser, the young man from Belgium. Luke Batty into the wall in 1:20.28. Balthazar Bradshaw 1:20.92. in 3rd spot, but Sam de Visser 1:11.95. Wow. Oh, something like an 11-second improvement on the entry time for the Belgian. That's not a one-off. He's been doing that absolutely every race that he has been swimming. Certainly one to watch for the future, the S9 swimmer. Watch out for this young man. Result, of course, we'll have to wait for the goggles again. More S11 swimmers in this one. Johannes Weinberg and Zhang Bowen. Johannes Weinberg had great European Championships last year. He's gone from strength to strength this year. I'm sure he'll be in the German team, world champ.
There you have it. Those results are confirmed. And that moves us on to our next heat, which is heat 3.
Ready for heat number 3. We have right at the bottom in lane number 0, Matthew Scott from Bridge of Dawn. Aaron Poots from South Africa goes in lane number 1. Sean O'Riordan from Ireland in lane 2. Jacob Leach from Cockermouth in lane number 3. Going very good in the early stages. Jacob Leach. George Eldridge from London Disability in 4. Charlie Coulomb from Bridlington in 5. Huang Jianquan from China in lane number 6. Joshua Fairchild, City of Coventry in 7. Taneli Harkinen from Finland in 8. And Kaimar Kalmar from Estonia goes in lane number 9. Jacob Leach leading them through with that yellow cap of Cockermouth. Commonwealth Games swimmer for Team England last year in the Gold Coast. Great experience for Jacob Leach there. He's been pressed by Matthew Scott, I think. No, Aaron Poots from South Africa having a good swim. He's had a good week, the South African. So Aaron Poots in 111.40, just behind Jacob Leach, 110.68. But it is Jacob Leach, the S9 swimmer, 578 points. There's Aaron Poots, 529 for the South African.
And there was disqualification in that race in lane 6, but those results have now been confirmed. And that moves us on to our next heat, heat number 4.
Logan Smith is in 0. Angus Lickenby in lane 1. Dylan Bleakley goes in lane number 2. Justin Capps in lane 3. Joshua Monan-Coombs 4. Gavin Roberts, home swimmer from City of Glasgow, in 5. Javier Labrador Fernandez in 6. Matthias Daniel France in 7. Next to Simon Blaise, his teammate, in 8. And Owen Garsides right at the top from Kingston upon Hull. Well, a lot of support here from the coaches area, cheering on their swimmers here, going well in the early stages. It looks like it might be Simon Blaise, the 2 French swimmers going well. Matthias Daniel and Simon Blaise outside them. Owen Garsides. It's a very, very close race on the far side of the pool from us. Javier Labrador Fernandez. It's all S14s with the exception of Justin Capps and Joshua Monaghan-Coombs in the centre lanes. It's a straight fight for the wall here between all the S14s as they come in. Maybe lane number 3, Justin Capps, the S10, might just take it in 109.81. And it's the S14s dominating it in terms of points. The 2 French swimmers pretty close there. Matthias Daniel, 5.67 for him. Might just take it in that time of 109.78.
And there we have it, those results are confirmed. And that moves us on to our next heat, which is heat number 5.
105. Patrick Biskup goes in lane 0 from Poland. Felix Uli Fichterman from Germany in 1. Jonas Kestner, Czech Republic in 2. Jareth Derens from Belgium in 3. Oscar Salguero Galisteo from Spain in 4. Diogo Cancela, Portugal in 5. Thalasso Engel, Germany in 6. Freiden Dewan from Malaysia in 7. Shiro Tanaka from Japan goes in lane 8. Jonathan Booth, Great Britain Paralympic swimmer, goes in lane number 9. So Engel out fast there. The S13 swimmer, with a visual impairment from Germany. Maybe in terms of points, Diogo Cancela might be the favourite for this one. The Portuguese swimmer just missed out on the medals at the Europeans last year. 4th place in this event. Thalasso Engel is coming home in front though. Can he spot this finish? Yeah, not a bad job for the German at all. 105.04 for him. Tanaka 6.29. It is Cancela, I think, 6.54. No, Jonathan Booth with a good swim there. 7.09 for the Borough of Kirklee swimmer in the S9 class. 106.06 for Jonathan Booth.
And those results are confirmed. That moves us on to heat number 6.
Oh, number 6 sees Zhu Jihua from China in lane 0, the S8 swimmer. Parmentier from Belgium in lane number 1. Oliver Carter back in the water again. University of Stirling next to his University of Stirling teammate, John Law. They go in 2 and 3. Tom Piggott, Oswestry in 4. Robin Liskor, Estonia in 5. Matthew Redfern in 6 from Worcester. Nathan Millay from France in 7. And Scott Quinn right there on the outside lane, the world record breaker from yesterday in the 100 breaststroke. Trying his hand at 100 butterfly today. We don't often see Scott Quinn go over the 100 butterfly, but he's doing a good job so far, staying ahead of Nathan Millay as they come into the closing stages here. Scott Quinn and Nathan Millay side by side. Maybe Zhu Jihua in lane 0 will have the highest points total. 776 there for the Chinese swimmer. 104.40. Scott Quinn finishing 105.14. Just ahead of him was Nathan Millay in 104.56. But it was Zhu who took the touch in terms of time and in terms of points. 776 for the Chinese swimmer.
And there was disqualification in that race in lane 0. But those results have been confirmed, and that moves us on to heat number 7.
Heat number 7 of the 9 heats. Swimmers trying to get the points. Give them another swim this evening at one of the World Para Series finals. Multi-Braunschweig was that red cap of Germany in lane 0. Deng from China in lane 1. Nadir Khalili, the new S14 star from Finland. Conor Morrison goes in 3 from Dice. Tadej Strazik from Czech Republic in 4. Mikhail Golas, maybe the favourite for this one. He's not had the best of starts, Mikhail Golas, the Polish swimmer in lane 5. Louis Lawler, a local man, City of Glasgow in 6. George Kelman-Johns goes in 7. Ohai Yamaguchi goes in 8. What a good swim he had yesterday. Conor Ballard goes in lane number 9. But Yamaguchi coming away. World record held by Yamaguchi's teammate Dai Takara in 55.72. Yamaguchi in just over the 1 minute mark. 871 points. Wow, big points total there for the Japanese S14 swimmer. 871. Next fastest is Louis Lawler, just getting ahead of George Kelman-Johns by 1 point. 3/100ths of a second separating the two S14s. But a big lead there at the front for Yamaguchi.
And those results are confirmed. That moves us swiftly along to heat number 8.
Number 8, Alex Rossa goes in lane 0. The S14 swimmer, Lu Fengui from China into Barry McClements from Ireland in 3. Chu Tomita from Japan goes in lane number 4. The S11 swimmer, watch out for him. Could be a big points total for the Japanese swimmer here. Jack Milne in 6 from Dundee City Aquatic. Vali Israfilov from Azerbaijan in 7. Ludwig Nuren from Sweden in 8. Jose Maria Alcaraz from Spain in lane number 9. Ludwig Nuren out quickly, 28.98, followed by Barry McClements and by Jose Maria Alcaraz. Very close between the S9, 2 S9s and the 1 S10, Ludwig Nuren. Watch out for Tomita, the S11 swimmer. The Japanese swimmer has gone out in 30.50. Maybe hoping to get a big points total for him with the Japanese team. 8.56 for Alcaraz, 102.04. Tomita also in the 800-point range, just behind Barry McClements. Jose Maria Alcaraz. Again, very experienced campaigner. 3 times a Paralympian. Beijing, London and Rio. Won a medal in the London Games. In the 50 freestyle, he's done 5 World Championships. Jose Maria Alcaraz, multi-medalist in those championships. Oh, he's still on good shape today. 856 points. 102.04. Goggles of Tomita will be checked when he leaves the water. For the visually impaired swimmer. It's Fitzsimmons checking those goggles. And then back to the swimmer. Sure everything's above board, and we might get the confirmed result very shortly.
And there it is. Those results have been confirmed. And that moves us on to our final heat for this event, heat number 9.
lineup for this final heat here. Cameron Verncombe, Jordan Catchpole, Raman Salai, Robert Isaac Johnson, Tyler Yanu, David Levesque, Daito Karin, Stephen Clegg, Kaiichi Nakajima, and Rhys Dunn. Well, Daito Karin, world record holder in the S14 class in this event. Rhys Dunn has been in great form, and can Stephen Clegg just dip under that consideration standard? He missed out on the backstroke yesterday, only by a few hundredths of a second. He has to achieve 58.26 if he is to get that under that consideration time for the GB team. Stephen Clegg, a lot of support here in Tollcross for him. He goes in lane number 7, just about hitting the front, ahead of Nakajima and Rhys Dunn. Stephen Clegg coming into the closing stages now. Remember the time, 58.26 he has to achieve, and Stephen Clegg is inside, 57.96 for Stephen Clegg. He will take that 943 points, not quite the top points earner, but he won't mind. 57.96 for Stephen Clegg, and he has dipped under that consideration time. Stephen Clegg there, and good news for Stephen, he has also dipped under his own British record by 1/100th of a second, as has Rhys Dunn. 58.74 for Rhys Dunn, and 57.96 for Stephen Clegg. So ladies and gentlemen, 2 new British records in that 100 butterfly, Rhys Dunn and Stephen Clegg.
And those results have been confirmed. And that is our summary. We are the top 30 athletes making it through to tonight's World Series final, and of course our national final. We have had British records, we've had world records, we've had consideration times for the World Championships. It's been a morning, I tell you what, Paul.
It has indeed. Very pleased for Stephen Clegg and for Tony Shaw as well. They just missed out of the qualification standard for that GB team. Both of them have slipped under that consideration time.
And this is the men's 50-meter backstroke heats. This is heat 1.
So the first of 2 heats of the final event of this morning's session. Omar Abdallah from Egypt goes in lane number 3. Francesco Battella from Italy in lane 4. And 2 more Egyptians in lanes 5 and 6, Ala Mersa and Islam Muhammad Ali. African record for the S5 event stands at 108.76, so the 2 Egyptians might have designs on that one. They're going head to head here. 2 Egyptians, Ala Mersa and Islam Muhammad Ali. And the momentum certainly with Ala Mersa there coming through, coming from behind to take the lead just at the vital moment. Can he dip under that African record? 108.76, I think he is going to do that. And he comes in 102.33, so well done, Ala Mersa. And that, subject to ratification, could be a new African record for him. 102.33 for Mersa, ahead of Ali. The 2 S2 swimmers coming in now. Could be a higher points total for Francesco Battella. Francesco Battella, twice a Paralympian himself. President of the World Series event held in Italy last year. back in Italy again this year. This is the third of the World Series events taking place around the world. Also one taking place in Brazil this weekend. Another 3 more to go on the World Series. These para swimmers will be on their travels again. As the final swimmer coming in, Amir Abdallah, we saw him earlier today. Entry time of 2:20 in this event, and that's been improved to 2:05. So Amir Abdallah, again a swimmer making big improvements on his entry time. We've seen a few of them over the last couple of days. Amir Abdallah, medalist last night in the 50 breaststroke. Absolutely delighted to get that medal. The Egyptians have come out in force here to this World Series event. Obviously building towards World Championships in London. And ultimately next year, Paralympic Games in Tokyo. There's the result confirmed on your scoreboard. Francesco Bottella, 215 points. That new African record for Ala Mersa of Egypt.
And this is Heat 2.
Final heat of the morning. Ted Nail, Joe Pino, Ivo Rocha, Subbin, Anderson Jamba, Ivan Fernandez, Horcher Ingvarsson, Mohamed Zulkafli, Andros Petrocek and Andrew Mullen. A big chance for Andrew Mullen, the local man from City of Glasgow, to try and dip under those consideration times for the GB team for the World Championships. At the time he has to achieve 36.35. Andrew Mullen on his way home now. Can he dip under that standard? It's going to be very close for Andrew Mullen here. And the clock just ticking over 36. It's going to be 38.07 for Andrew Mullen. He is in 773 points. Arnos Petrocek, the world record holder in the S4 class, gets in with 845. And Andrew Mullen will be second in terms of points to Arnos Petrocek. And if the result is confirmed, he should progress to that final. Andrew Mullen, 38.07. 773 points. Be back again for the final. Result is confirmed of that second heat. Arnos Petrocek from the Czech Republic, 845 points, with Mullen in second position.
And that is the summary there. Congratulations to those athletes making it through. And that concludes these heats for day 4, the British Paraswimming International Meet. Thank you very much, technical officials. You may now leave pool deck. Well, there you have it, Paul. What an incredible start to day 4, the final day of action here.
Absolutely, yeah. Great way to finish the relentless record breaking. Hasn't let up at all week. We've seen a couple of more consideration times achieved for the GB team. Always good to see. I make that 17 now for the GB team. Great swims this morning there. Tony Shaw especially, and Stephen Clegg as well. Both of them missed out by very, very small margins, but they're in the right side of it today. We're going to get more tonight. Alice Ty, what a swim. Can she go any faster? Again, world record. First thing on a Sunday morning. That's not bad.
It's not a bad Sunday morning for it, is it? Yeah, congratulations to those athletes already hitting those consideration times. They will be back in the pool tonight. Of course, the finals will be kicking off here with us from 4:30 at Deep End Live. We shall see you then for the last day of action.